Let me change my background. I gotta change my background. Okay, what was it gonna be? Alrighty then, look at that pretty background.
Ooh.
So, behind me is the movie Eega from the 60s. It's about a caveman that goes on a killing spree.
Eega. Okay, I gotcha. We
And
should do
it's
that one too.
not related at all to this movie, but the movie we saw was Eega, which is a word for fly in Telugu. So we saw an Indian cinema, or wait, somebody told me to call it Indian cinema. Other people told me, no, I should say it's Telugu cinema because it's so different than Bollywood. So I'll say Telugu, I guess. And by the way, before we get into, I'll just get this out of the way now. I thought the woman that was in this was amazingly hot.
She's amazingly gorgeous. She was amazingly gorgeous.
I'm going to be looking up Samantha Ruth Prabhu. Prabhu?
Prabhu?
Samantha Ruth Prabhu. I'll be watching all of her stuff.
She was gorgeous, absolutely.
So I was distracted by that a little bit, which I get. Sometimes it happens to me in like old movies. I'll spend all my time looking at the pretty girl, and I'll be like, "Wait, what was the plot?"
That's right.
Well, they shoot him with soft lighting and everything.
Honestly, this happened. That happened to me during the first Mummy.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I think I was there with you.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, that woman was the way
gorgeous.
They shot her was like you could tell that the director really liked her, or whoever, the photographer,
the photographer was just, bowled over by her. Yeah, but this, I agree, she is gorgeous. What a fun story.
I was worried because I knew nothing about it other than the trailer. Well, it's got the same guy who did R.R.R. This is 2012. R.R.R. was 2022, so obviously there's a huge gap.
Yeah,
and you could tell by the CGI that there's a huge gap.
You could tell that CGI was an earlier version of CGI than R.R.R. I mean, the CGI had moments where it was just plain terrible, but at the same time, there was a case to be made for it was such a weird ass story.
So the story was interesting in itself. I think it's kind of creative, and the way they did this was totally creative. I think. I mean, it was.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
So out of the box, the whole thing.
Absolutely, it was out of the. I have to say that this director, considering that he also did R.R.R., that this director and by the way, I might have sounded like I didn't like R.R.R.
S.S. Rajamouli,
and I actually did. I mean,
no, I think you liked it. I think
I liked it.
You thought it was too long, but
it was pretty long.
You really liked some of the scenes because you were pointing out a lot of the stuff you liked.
Yeah, there was just some stuff that was just really.
I think some people missed the point that we were talking about the movie as a whole.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, but I really did. I really did like that, but this one I just out and out loved. And despite they created, it's funny because they kind of like, because of the earlier CGI, I think that they created a pretty cartoony look for the fly part of it.
Well, it was really jarring when they went from the live action to the animation.
Right.
And I don't know why they didn't do like an establishing shot. They just went right into the egg. And I'm like, so why didn't you have like a shot of all these eggs?
I have to say that animation part was not great. but the thing is it did get the point across. But most of the stuff that I really enjoyed with the fly was like later on.
When he was like going after, like he was wiping his head. This was like the Incredible Mr. Limpet on a rampage, really.
It was very much.
There was no World War II or anything, but it was.
Oh yeah, I know. Some of the things that the fly does, and the creative ways that they thought about that a small creature could screw up somebody's life was just amazing.
Oh yeah, well speaking of that, the guy that played the bad guy, who was like basically being hurt by the fly,
right?
He did an amazing job. I thought
he really did. I mean,
because he was basically acting with nothing, really. I mean,
but I love it when he's in the boardroom, the boardroom, and they're trying to get the contract signed, and oh my god, and his whole obsession with the fly in the room and stuff was like completely gone amok. It was great, just great.
Oh, and the guy that played the love interest before he turned into a fly, Johnny, I think they called him. He was trying to impress Bandu, who's the girl. But I was thinking, like, okay, this guy's way over the top. He's trying really hard. But then I was like, well, actually, I've been there. I've totally done that. I think I've been that bad.
Yeah.
So I think that helped me, like, buy into the character, even when he was a fly.
I have to say, I just have to say this, and I know that it has a cultural, that there's a cultural thing here that we're probably having trouble seeing, but like the first 20 minutes of this film seemed like a combination of maybe 150 cases of sexual harassment. Right? Come on.
Right. Yeah.
Right? I mean, you're sitting there going,
he's creepy.
Yeah,
well, I've been that bad, but not to the point of sexually harassing somebody.
Here's the thing: is in the beginning of the film, everybody was creepy. I mean, everybody. You're like,
well, yeah, I think there is a cultural difference, obviously, between the United States. So if I was following somebody like that,
right?
But you find out later.
Well, yeah, but I mean, how about
I won't mention that part.
The other women, or yeah.
She wasn't being harassed because it wasn't unwanted attention. You'll understand when you watch it what I mean by. You'll find out later on in the movie that he wasn't. And you're really. Mm-hmm. I'll just stop there.
Well, who was the archer? At the very.
I could make any woman love me.
That's right.
Yeah.
I could make yeah.
And he just walks up to this random woman he's never met.
Yeah, I know.
That's the first scene, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. If that didn't seem creepy.
That was creepy, but that shows you how the guy was, though.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It doesn't leave you loving him.
So maybe there's not that many differences culturally that he is. I think he would be creepy here too. I mean, that was basically a good-looking version of that director that's in trouble.
Once a dick,
I won't mention any names right now, but allegedly in trouble, whatever his name is.
But anyway, it was clever. It was clever. It was really well done.
I thought the acting was really good.
I mean, it was great.
Oh, I like the fact that the only dancing and singing scene that I can remember is the animated flies. That was really strange.
The thing is I noticed this is, as opposed to Bollywood, the dancing and acting, the singing scenes.
Well, I haven't seen any Bollywood, so I don't know.
Well, the music. The thing is Bollywood has more of a let's stop and have a dance.
Right. Yeah. Well, even R.R.R. kind of did that.
That's right.
But they worked it into the plot pretty well.
They worked it into the plot 50% on R.R.R. On this one, it was absolutely part of everything that was going on, And you're like, it's funny. You said you didn't remember it. There were probably 4 different numbers.
Well, there were some other songs, but I don't remember anybody dancing. I remember cheesy songs.
There was not any particular dancing. I'm just saying the way the songs were worked in.
The songs were, the lyrics of this music was pretty rudimentary, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say on point.
Very on point.
Very on point. Very, very on point. Yeah.
It's almost like he's looking to the right. He's looking to the right.
Hey, wait. Oh, that's what they're doing.
There was one scene that didn't make any sense. Did you catch what was the thief scene where this guy was in the, what was that?
The only thing that I could think about that, and I got to thinking about, is I have a feeling that scene must have paid off somewhere later on, but they just cut it out, right?
Maybe, yeah. Or maybe he owed somebody money and he's like, I'll get you into the movie.
There you go. Yeah. One of the producers. Yeah. FOP, friend of producer, right? FOTP.
There's probably a story behind it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still trying to get through behind the scenes of R.R.R. There's a lot of stuff out there. It's pretty fascinating to watch the behind the scenes of how they shot certain scenes.
By the way,
so I might find one for this one and find out what happened with the thief guy.
It turned out that R.R.R. is a super popular film.
I know. I found a YouTube video with a group watching it, like at the film festival, and I can't remember. It was one of the ones in California, and the response was crazy.
The only thing about it, it's here's the thing. There is something I find fundamentally. I can really enjoy almost anything for under an hour and a half. but
we've talked about that. You have a short attention span.
Yeah, I have a short attention span. But
maybe when I'm in my twilight years, I'll be a little bit more. Come on, pick it up.
It is what absolutely stops me from going to see Avatar.
Oh, well.
It's like I mean, I didn't watch the other Avatar because it was so long, and in the end I'm not going to wind up watching this one because it's 3 hours and 15 minutes, and I kept saying, somebody said online, said, well, yeah, but have you seen Avatar? And my response to that is that I don't even do things I like for over 3 hours.
Maybe what about Gandhi? Gandhi was pretty long. I'm trying to think of.
Yeah. I didn't.
I'm trying to connect the dots
either.
between never mind, India.
Yeah, you're trying to.
You see where I was going with that.
Yeah, I see. But India.
So when was Avatar? It was 2009. So that was like how many years ago?
Right.
Yeah. So like, oh my gosh. So I saw that in the middle of the day with 3D, and I remember leaving the theater when it was really bright outside, and it took me a long time to recover. Like seriously, I couldn't really see. I couldn't walk very well.
Did you like the original Avatar?
Yeah, but I actually had the same thought. Like it was too long, and then it was hard to recover from it because it was almost 3 hours long, and since I was watching in 3D, it was obviously hard to adjust after 3 hours.
That's one thing that everybody says. That everybody says that if you want to see this one,
you have to see it in 3D.
See it in 3D in 3D and what's the other one?
3D IMAX probably.
IMAX, yeah, 3D IMAX, right? And I just don't. It's just 3 hours, man. I think you know what?
I have a hard time thinking about it though because I'm kind of over Avatar. It's been so long. I'm like, I don't really care about a sequel. Really, do you?
I didn't care about the original. I don't care about.
I mean, James Cameron. I mean, I kind of lost interest.
I have no desire to put any more money into his pocket. So.
I did like Alita.
Oh, well, no, you're
Well, he wrote the screenplay for Alita, Battle Angel, which I thought was pretty decent.
Amazing. I thought Alita was really good. I want them to do. I want them to go up that thing in Alita. I want them to go up the.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that is. Is trunk? I want them to go up the trunk into the space. I want her to go up there and kick some ass. Is that ever going to happen? Don't know. Can't tell. Hey, we got to find out.
I mean, we are talking about the guy who did Terminator, so I mean,
yeah,
he's not all bad.
Yeah, but back to The Fly. The Fly kicked ass, but it
literally kicked ass.
Eega is just a fun film.
No, that's actually what I would say is just a fun movie. Don't take it seriously at all. And the fact that once you get into the animation, it's really stupid. But
yeah, really.
It's just fun to watch.
I want to say from the point of view of, I just love the story. I love everything that was going on. I love the look of it. I also like the fact that it presents a very sophisticated modern India. I'm all for it, man.
Well, I like how he takes this. Okay, if you pitch this to somebody, if you were in a boardroom and you were pitching this to a bunch of executives, they would probably laugh and kick you out. Because it's such a simple story that's really stupid. But he somehow made it really interesting by how he creatively did it.
Yeah, I mean, he really did. I mean, he did it creatively, and the thing is he put these pitfalls and challenges in front of the Fly, just one after the other, and the Fly has a lot of character.
Well, he acted like his, human counterpart.
Oh yeah, you rooted for the Fly all the way through.
Do you have a choice in the reincarnation, or?
I don't think that you do. I was wondering about that, and I thought, does that make you a really terrible person if you got Fly twice?
Yeah, I think you would get like something like princess or something.
Yeah, wouldn't you? I mean, at least you get to be a beetle. You'd work your way up a little bit. Come on, let's go. maybe move into reptile or something, right? You know, I don't know.
But it could be what you're into. If you're into like smelly, maybe you'll be a fly. Because he seemed like a nice guy. Or maybe she preferred the fly. Oh, that was the other thing. This is very cutting edge because it's interspecies dating.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It kind of lends a new definition to the phrase "eat."
Well, one of my favorite scenes was where
eat fly.
Oh man. Well, anyway, I was gonna point out my favorite scene was, well, it's related. The fly.
Yeah. The fly.
When she was crying and he was writing in tears.
Right.
He was using her tears to write a message to her, which that was like perfect. How else are you gonna explain it to her?
How romantic can you get?
I was hoping there'd be a microphone and he'd be like, "Hey, I am Nancy or Johnny. I'm Nani.
Back.
I'm Nani." But anyway, no. So I think you should see it. I don't know what I'd rate it. I think I'm not at a 5, but I'm probably at a 4, solid 4.
You know what? I'm right there with you. I'm at a solid 4. I really think that this is is an excellent example of is fun Indian cinema.
And then I was a little worried because I knew
cinema.
I knew it was in Telugu. I didn't know that it was just only in Telugu was the only option with English subtitles. I'm like, I hope there's not much dialogue because Mick won't be able to hang in there. But then I was like, the dialogue really was not that important, really.
No. You know, I really had no problem with it, and I stopped reading it a long time ago into it. What I did notice, though, is that, and tell me that you didn't notice this, is that everybody slipped into English for good little pieces of it as it went along.
I was wondering, so I guess we've seen Telugu now. We might have to, like, find a Bollywood. I'm not sure.
Well,
is there a horror Bollywood movie or a sci-fi Bollywood?
I'm sure there's got to be something, right?
Because I'm not sure. What I've seen at Bollywood is little short clips, and I'm not sure I could take, like you, maybe more than an hour and a half of it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you gotta, and there's a few, not very many of them out there that are that short.
I could actually hear people like yelling at me right now that are offended by what I just said. So.
Yes. Well, you're offensive.
I shouldn't say something negative about something I haven't seen yet. But, that's just how I am. I'm kind of a jerk.
I was going to say.
No, I'll have an open mind and I'll watch some Bollywood.
Wait. You mean somebody's judging you as to whether you're an...
Well, I mean, I am going to give it a chance.
Pucker up, Buttercup.
I'll give it a chance. What is going on?
Oh, geez. You got a little rocking going back there, huh? So, anyway, that's... Go see it. Go see Eega. Eega.
Would it be creepy if I took that movie and just edited the parts of her in there and did it all in slow motion?
Oh, that would be very creepy. That would extremely creepy.
I'll send you a copy.
Extremely copy. I'll take 2.